good cookie. This is a good cookie. On the way to the gym. There we go. Cookie, way to the gym, snowing like no other. It's a good feeling. Good feeling. Reminds me of like those Sam Sulek videos, those old ones where he was, eating donuts and such. And even older than him, what? Rich Piana? Cookie on the way to the gym. No. Good old days. Good old days. Here's a thought for the morning. The ones who believe in you the most are the ones who are against you. Think about that. The ones who are against you, your haters, are the ones who believe in you the most. They're the ones that think you're going to win, think you're going to achieve everything that you set out to achieve. They think you're going to do that, and they don't like it. They decide, hey, I'm going to hate on this guy. Hey, I'm going to give this guy some grief over the internet or in person, They think you're going to do it. So just trust them, man. Just trust your haters. Trust what they're saying. Not what they're saying verbally or with their little fingies, okay? Trust what they're saying mentally. Mentally, they're saying, this guy's doing better than me, man. This guy is actually trying. They're trying something that I've never been ballsy enough to try. And it's working out for him, man. I gotta cut them down. You have to trust them. Trust what they're saying to you, man. Today is arms and shoulders. And I'll probably do abs too. Haven't done that one in a couple days. So, here's the plan. Get there. We'll probably do triceps first. I like to focus on that because my triceps are lacking compared to my biceps. I feel, you could tell me different if I get that posing video today. Yesterday, there was too many people in the bathroom, so couldn't get a good pump check. But that's okay. Anyway, start with triceps. Dang, that thing, wow. Start with triceps, and then we're going to go probably shoulders, then biceps, then abs, then do some cardio. Never skip your cardio. Never do it. I've been a cardio skipper in my life. But I think especially when you're cutting, you have to be doing your 30 minutes of cardio a day. It will make things better. You don't even have to do very much. Like, you don't have to be running for 30 minutes. That's not what I'm saying. You don't have to go from completely sedentary to running. Flip of a switch, David Goggins style. You don't have to do that. What you can do is you can ease into things, right? And honestly, you never even have to get to the running. You never even have to get there. What you can do is you can just start moving. You can be on a bike. You can be on cardio bike. You can be on a treadmill and walk. You can do the slower stuff. The stuff that I do, I just do incline at like 11.5 and then speed at 3.5 on a treadmill. That's walking speed at a slight incline, okay? And that works well for me so far. I mean, I might change it. Sometimes when there's not enough room on the treadmills, I go to the stair stepper for about 10 minutes, and then sometimes I just do that, but sometimes I go over to the bike and finish the last 20 minutes. So anyway, it's up to you, man. You don't have to think of it as a black and white kind of, you're either not doing it or you're doing all of it, right? You can ease into it, figure out what you like. You don't have to do treadmill. You can do running if that's what you like. You can do that. But yeah, we're here. I will see you guys after. On the point of your haters being your biggest believers, who do you think should be your biggest hater, quote unquote? All right. Hey guys, the lift went well. Arms, shoulders, got it all. I didn't video the abs just because I didn't really want to, and who really wants to see me just go like this? You know what I mean? But yeah, it was fun. I usually do abs when I'm not doing it on the ropes. I do it with a kettlebell against my chest, kind of doing a sit-up crunch motion. So, but yeah, who do you think your biggest hater, quote unquote, should be? Personally, I think it should be yourself. And this is what I mean. Some people would classify haters as being, let me get into this highway for a second. Some people would classify haters as people that are just like putting you down constantly. And that's one way to classify them for sure. And I think you can take other people's putting you down and turn that into a positive thing, like I said before. Because, they just believe in you more. They're just jealous, man. They're just jealous of where you're trying to be. You know what I mean? And where you've been and where you are. But you should be your biggest hater in this way. If you aren't constantly, and I mean constantly, looking at yourself, figuring out where you are, how you relate to other things, how to improve in your relation to other things, okay? If you're not constantly doing that, and I don't mean by going, oh man, I should have done this earlier, and oh man, I failed that time, and it was just the worst thing ever, and I'm never going to try again. That's not what I mean. That's like a low level of thought, okay? What I'm talking about is a higher level of being a critic of yourself, being a critic of what you're doing. Always be, and try to understand what I'm meaning, not what I'm saying, okay? Always be criticizing yourself. Always criticize yourself, and then you will find where you're supposed to be in the world, where you're supposed to be in relation to other people, what your relationships should look like, how they should work for you, how you should work for the other person, right? If you're always criticizing yourself, and I know that's not the best word, but just think about it. Just think about it. If you're always criticizing yourself and taking a look at yourself and how that relates, specifically how it relates to other people and how it relates to what you're doing, right? Then you will find some truth. Now, what happens if you are criticizing yourself not in relation to other people, in relation to what you're doing? If you're criticizing yourself in relation to just yourself, and this is what I mean. You take a look in the mirror and you're like, man, I'm just the worst. Man, I could be a little stronger. Man, I should be a little stronger. Man, I should be a little bit leaner than I am right now. What the heck? That's criticizing yourself based on yourself in the now. You need to criticize yourself based on your relation to things, on relation to your goals, right? Because if you're criticizing yourself in relation to your goals, let's say your goal is to get leaner, because I don't know, I'm in the gym mindset right now, specifically. If your goal is to get leaner, and you think you're trying your best, and you're eating at, let's say exactly what I'm doing. You're eating at 2,750 is where I'm at. If you're eating that much and you're weighing yourself every morning and it's been 2 weeks and you haven't really gone down in body weight, that's when you have to criticize yourself in relation to that goal. Criticize yourself by going, okay, so what I'm doing isn't working, obviously. So what should I do? I should probably drop the calories a little bit, right? Or if you know that you haven't really been tracking everything, maybe you should just track your calories a little bit better, right? And I'm getting close to that. I'm getting close to where I think I'm going to have to drop calories pretty soon. But we'll see. We will see. What's going on here, man? All right, the bus is going. Then the truck. Very good. And then me. Very good. 4-way stops. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. But anyway, what was I saying? The main point is learn how to criticize yourself in a way that works in the world, that boosts you, instead of criticizing yourself in a way that dampens you. And you should do that for others too. You shouldn't criticize them in a way that dampens them. You should criticize them in a way that uplifts them. And here's the thing, you should know the difference, and if they can't tell the difference, that's their fault. It's not your fault. If you are criticizing someone in a way that they relate to other things, right? And they don't take it well, that is their fault, and they need to work on that. They need to understand the criticism is not them personally, based on them themselves. It's them around, I guess, based on other things, right? And hey, I need to work on that. I have a hard time taking criticism, and I know that, and I've been told that, okay? All right? But I'm realizing slowly how to get out of it, how to, I guess, better myself compared to other people, right? And better myself and compared to myself. Here's the thing. If you better yourself compared to other things, other people, other goals, other things like that, in relation, then you will get better. It's just the way the world works, man. And your brain won't take it as like a dampening thing. You'll uplift yourself. Anyway, I'm done. So I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe, like, all that great stuff. If you made it this far, subscribe and tell 8 other people to come subscribe, you know? Because come on, man. I'll see you guys next time.